guys, Pineapple here, and we're here back again to talk about the awesomeness that is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. I'm waiting for a few more action clips in the anime for my intro to get done, but now we're going to be talking about the new types of demons, and we're going to be going over the details of Tanjiro's first mission as a demon hunter. We'll also probably go over Nezuko's role in the story and in the group, so it should be an information-packed video while also being pretty quick. Let's get to it after that intro. Hit it! So at the end of the last episode of Kimetsu no Yaiba, which was episode 5 I believe, Tanjiro's crow came in and informed him of his first mission. He's supposed to go back to a certain town and get rid of a demon that's been terrorizing the populace. Now that Tanjiro is a full-fledged demon hunter, he's got to look the part, so he takes Urokodaki's training clothes off and he puts on his black demon hunter's uniform with his checkerboard Haori on his back. This black demon hunter's uniform is made of a super special material that doesn't constrict breathing, and it's also heavily resistant against heat, fire, and moisture. It seems like it's just normal clothing, but it's actually tough enough to withstand slashes and even full-on bites from lowly demon. He looks really cool when the whole outfit comes together, and his scar from the battle with the hand demon looks way cooler than the original scar he had on the top of his head. So it all kind of comes together to make Tanjiro look like a really cool guy. On top of the cool outfit, Tanjiro has a black Nichiren blade, which makes him stand out amongst the demon hunters because black swords are apparently rare and they aren't understood very well. Since the color of a sword says a lot about the nature of a person, having a black sword sounds like it would be ominous, but nothing about Tanjiro makes it seem like such a dark color would fit, right? It's that level of mystery that adds enough mystique to these black sword-wielding demon slayers to give them the nickname of Black Blades. Now, Tanjiro's outfit is definitely nice, but what's that huge box that he carries on his back now? Well, this is actually where he keeps Nezuko during the day so that she doesn't get hit by sunlight. To craft the box, Urokodaki used a really light wood and then painted it with a special rock-infused paint that strengthened it to make it extremely durable. So as Tanjiro makes his way into the village, he ultimately comes across the demon that's to blame for the various kidnappings of women that Tanjiro is here to end. That demon is known as the Swamp Demon, and it's not because the village is in the middle of the swamp or anything, it's actually about his ability. The Swamp Demon kidnaps various women throughout the town, and the rate of these abductions and the strangeness surrounding them has raised rumors of his presence. This demon is a male demon with long hair and blood-red eyes. It has really intense veins on its forehead with dark blue hair on top of its head that goes around the horns that are also on the top of its head. On the sides of its head, it has two purple or bluish kind of sleeves that sort of drape down on both sides of his face, and his clothes seem like your typical sort of shinobi costume. He can create a bloody sort of stain that grows on a surface, and then he can use that as a portal to climb out, move through three-dimensional space invisibly, and he can even just use his portal and put it under you to pull you in and rip you apart with his demonic strength. If that isn't bad enough, he can make clones of himself, which means you have to worry about multiple incredibly fast demons at once because he's a type of demon that we haven't seen before in the series, a caster demon. Caster demons are demons that use dark demon blood arts to use unique abilities that make your average demon much more dangerous. Tanjiro is going to be coming up against these demons pretty regularly, so he has to be ready because these are the types of threats that the demon slayers need to hunt the most. Now, there are a few demons that we're going to be meeting in the upcoming episodes, so I figured I should mention them as well in this video since it's explaining the various demons that Tanjiro is set to come across on this next leg of his journey. I think it's understandable that if you only want to know about the demon from this episode, then you could click off. But the reason that I'm talking about the demons that Tanjiro is going to be coming across in the next 2 to 3 episodes probably is because we recently got a short trailer revealing all of their voice actors and showing them all in action. Either way, minor spoiler warning, I guess, since I don't plan on going too into detail about either of them as far as how they got into the story, but if you do click off, you'll be missing out on Nezuko's true role in the team being covered, so I guess it's a decision you gotta make for yourself. Another caster demon that Tanjiro comes across is Yaiba. Yaiba is a demon that looks like a young man with yellow clothes and large beads around his neck. His eyes are always closed, but he's usually seen waving his hands around or just getting on the ground real close to sort of feel around. This is because Yaiba has eyeballs on his hands. Yaiba is a demon that wishes to join the 12 demon moons, and I explained those rankings and how they work in my last video on Kimetsu. That's the one that has Muzan on the thumbnail, so check that one out. But basically, this guy wants to prove himself to be strong enough to gain more power from Muzan so that he can join the ranks of the higher class demons. I won't say how he enters the story, but he is another caster demon with strange powers that makes him more dangerous than just the average demon. Just like how the swamp demon has a supernatural ability that lets him create portals, Yaiba has a supernatural ability that lets him shoot out arrows from the eyeballs in his hands. These arrows can force things to move in certain directions, and they can even be used to cause damage. This makes him tricky because normally these are invisible, so it makes it feel like he's using very strong telepathy to whip you around. Yaiba's demon ally is named Susamaru, and Susamaru is a female demon with dark hair that fans out into bright orange hair near the bottom. Her clothing is also black and bright orange, and she usually has a pretty warm smile on her face with bright yellow eyes. Susamaru is another demon that wishes to join the 12 demon moons alongside Yaiba, but Susamaru is actually a normal type demon, not a caster demon. Instead of using supernatural abilities to kill enemies, Susamaru uses these big, and I can only assume metal, balls. These big balls bounce all over the place, and Susamaru is really good at hitting the mark. The balls have some sort of bell inside them that makes them ring, and Susamaru can power herself up and change her body to better suit the battle, so expect her to give our characters a really hard time. So now that the danger of the demons is well known, how is Tanjiro going to take all of these threats on? He's gonna have to form some sort of team to get his goals done and keep Nezuko safe. But that's the thing. Nezuko needs to be kept safe from rogue demon slayers or the sunlight, but she's also a powerful demon in her own right, and keeping her in a box while Tanjiro is fighting for his life and she's just doing nothing is kind of a huge waste. For that reason, Nezuko is actually the first person to technically join Tanjiro's party, but why did this happen? Well, Urokodaki tells Tanjiro that he actually whispered a bunch of suggestions into her head while she slept, and doing this enough has left a resounding code inside of Nezuko's head. She knows not to harm humans now even more, and it's been reinforced in her head that she's an enemy to all demons. I really can't go into what Nezuko can do besides what we know already, but she can resize herself, and she's incredibly strong, and she has speed and durability. She still isn't the smartest on the battlefield, but she has her own special ability that we aren't here to talk about today, but come back later and I'm sure we will eventually talk about it. Nezuko sleeps for long times instead of eating humans to sustain herself, so now that she has a calm mindset and a set code to go by, she's even less of a threat to humans than she was before. In the upcoming episodes, Urokodaki tells Tanjiro and us that there is only one demon that could have turned Nezuko into a demon, and he tells Tanjiro that this demon is the ancient enemy of Tanjiro's family, Kibutsuji Muzan. Muzan is the king of the demons, and for some reason, he made Nezuko into a demon. So that means that Tanjiro is gonna have to either kill him or find a way to use him to cure Nezuko. You have to wonder, why would Muzan choose her of all people in the first place? This seems to suggest that there's some greater purpose in Nezuko herself being made into a demon, and to uncover that purpose, we'll have to keep watching as the battle between the Kamado family and the Kibutsuji Muzan unravels. Let me know what you think about the series so far in the comment section below, and do you think that Tanjiro is a good main character? I think he's great, and I'm really excited to see him take on all of these demons. I'm rooting for him, and I can't wait until he starts to meet a few of the other characters that I really want to be able to talk about, but I guess for now, this is all I've got, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace.